Okay guys, so we're going to start at the very top of the song, and I'm going to play through like the main section of the song, which is the verse, right? It's the intro, but it's also the verse. So I'll play through it, and then I'll break it down and show you basically what I'm doing. So this is what it sounds like. And then that repeats over and over and over again. It's 4 measures long, and each measure is sort of like based around one chord. So I'll show you the chords first. We're dealing with an A minor, so open A string, and then 2, 2, 1, open. There's your A minor. The next chord is an F major, where we're barring the first fret with our first finger, and then ring and pinky play the third fret, A and D string, A and D strings, and then middle finger plays the second fret G string. So you have 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. And then we leave our ring finger there, which is nice and easy, and we make a C major chord. Simple C major. So starting on the A string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open. And then after that, we play a G major chord. G, real simple. We're just playing with our middle finger on 3rd fret, 6th string. And then we're playing 2nd fret, open, 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 and 3 on the high E string. So we have A minor, F major, C major, and G major. And so what we're doing, I'll kind of break down each measure one at a time. So one more time. So that's the first bit. We're kind of palm muting the A minor chord, but only the strings A, D, and G. So like the 3 lowest of the strings. And then the 3rd time we strike, we hit all of the strings open with no palm mute. And then we do this where we keep everything down except the middle finger we lift off. We hit the D string, which is the string the middle finger's playing, and then hammer on, open, and hammer on again. And then with an upstroke, we hit the chord, and then a downstroke, we hit it again. Like that. So it's one more time. And then we do the same type of rhythm on the F chord. It's literally the exact same rhythm. So 2 palm muted strikes on the low strings, and then 1 open one, and then the same idea where we're hammering on from an open string to a closed one, but this time we're on the low E string, the 6th string, hammering on from open E to F twice. And then upstroke on the F, downstroke on the F. And you'll notice when I do the upstroke, I'm mainly just hitting the high strings. I'm not going raking through all of them. I'm hitting the high ones, and then on the downstroke, I'm hitting the low ones. So you get the effect of having all the strings ringing without hitting all the strings on each stroke. So it's like a high, low, like that. So. And then here we go into the C major chord. And we strike the C major chord nice and open. And then we play where we kind of playing, we hit it first open, and then we kind of just hit the lower of the strings. And then we do this. we're hitting the D string open, 2nd fret, so like normal C major chord. We lift our middle finger off, open, normal C major on the 2nd fret, and then our pinky plays the D string on the 3rd fret underneath our ring finger, and then climb back down, 2nd fret, open, and then make your C major chord again, up, stroke, down, stroke. So that's one more time. So that's a really useful tool, because you're basically playing a C chord, but you're dancing around in between the chord. You know, you have the C chord that's ringing, and whoever's listening can hear the harmony and knows what's happening, but at the same time you're not just strumming a boring chord, you're kind of using a note to dance around within the chord. And then we go to the G chord and we do the exact same thing. The exact same idea, except we're now moving and dancing around on the A string. So we strike the G chord, and then we play 3, the low G, and then open A, 2nd fret B, 3rd fret C, back to B, back to A, and then up, down. So those two measures, the C and G back to back, sound like that. So I'll loop the verse and I'll play it a couple times, and if you can't play along with me yet, I'm sure you will be able to soon, just see if you can't strum the chords on the downbeat of each measure. So 1, 2, ready, play. And that's basically like the bulk of the song. That's the verse and the intro. And so you just kind of want to make sure that you get really, really comfortable with that, and that you understand the idea of playing a chord and maybe using one finger only or two fingers to maintain that chord while you're dancing around a string without letting go of the chord itself. So you have most of the chord notes ringing while one string is sort of moving and dancing around, and it gives the illusion of a melody and a chord, like almost like there's two guitar players playing at the same time. So really, really useful, and I suggest you experiment with that a lot, because it's incredibly useful virtually in every situation where you're playing chords and you're playing guitar by yourself. Maybe you're just a singer-songwriter, you're singing and you're playing, and you're like, man, this is boring, I keep playing the same chord progression over and over. Doing that or utilizing that idea, that concept, is incredibly useful. And use your creativity, figure out a way of doing that when you're not using a C major or G major chord. Figure out how to do that over a B flat chord or a C sharp minor chord or whatever the case may be. There are ways to do it for virtually every single chord. So you just got to be creative and stick with it. In any case, on to the next part. We're going to deal with the chorus and the bridge coming up now.